Have you ever considered raising different types of poultry on your homestead? In today's world, biodiversity is key to a thriving ecosystem, and your homestead is no different. A diverse range of poultry species not only adds vibrancy to your farm, but also contributes to a well-rounded, sustainable lifestyle. When we think of poultry, chickens are usually the first to come to mind. But what about ducks, turkeys, and quails? Each of these species brings unique characteristics and benefits to the table. Ducks, for instance, are great foragers, helping to control pests while also providing delicious eggs. Turkeys, on the other hand, are not just for Thanksgiving. They're also a source of lean, protein-rich meat throughout the year. Quails are small but mighty, offering gourmet eggs and meat while taking up minimal space. But diversity in poultry farming isn't just about the species you choose to raise. It's also about understanding their specific needs, from feeding and housing to health and wellness. It's about creating an environment where each bird can thrive and contribute to the overall productivity of your homestead. And that's what we're here for today. We're going to explore the world beyond chickens, delving into other poultry options for your homestead. We'll consider factors such as space requirements, climate suitability, and the purpose of raising them, whether for meat, eggs, or both. We'll look into breeds like ducks, turkeys, and quails, gathering information on their care, feeding, and housing needs. We'll evaluate your homestead's resources, including available space, infrastructure, and budget. Then we'll guide you on how to plan and prepare a suitable area for your chosen poultry, considering factors such as fencing, predator protection, and access to food and water. We'll also discuss sourcing your poultry from reputable breeders or hatcheries, and how to introduce them to their new environment. And of course, we'll talk about the benefits, the fresh eggs, the companionship of your feathered friends, and the sustainable and self-sufficient lifestyle that raising poultry on your homestead can provide. So are you ready to expand your horizons and explore the diverse world of poultry farming? Let's dive into the exciting world of diverse poultry farming. First things first, understanding the various poultry options is key. So let's dive in and explore the wealth of poultry varieties that could be happily clucking, quacking, or gobbling around your homestead. Chickens may be the poster birds for backyard poultry, but there's a world of feathery alternatives out there. Let's start with ducks. Ducks are wonderful foragers and excellent layers. They can lay as many eggs as chickens, and their eggs are larger and richer, making them a favorite for baking enthusiasts. Ducks are also hardy and adapt well to various climates and are generally less prone to disease than chickens. Next, let's talk turkeys. Turkeys are larger birds that require more space, but can be a great source of meat for your family. They're also personable and friendly, making them a joy to raise. However, they do require a bit more attention and care, and they can be susceptible to diseases, so it's essential to monitor their health closely. Finally, let's consider quails. These small, sprightly birds are fantastic for those with limited space. Quails mature quickly, laying eggs at just 6 to 7 weeks old, and their eggs, though small, are a gourmet delight. Quails are also quite hardy, and their quiet, low-key demeanor makes them an excellent choice for urban homesteaders. Each of these birds has unique care, feeding, and housing needs. Ducks, for example, need access to water for bathing, while turkeys require sturdy roosting structures. Quails, on the other hand, are ground-dwelling birds and need secure, predator-proof housing. Remember, the right choice depends on your specific circumstances, including your available space, climate, and personal preferences. It's also essential to consider local regulations, as some areas may have restrictions on certain types of poultry. Equipped with this knowledge, you can make informed decisions about which poultry types are best suited for your homestead. So let's move on to the next step and assess your homestead's resources. Before you rush into purchasing your new feathered friends, it's crucial to evaluate your resources. As you embark on your poultry raising journey, it's essential to first take a hard look at what you've got. Your homestead space, infrastructure, and budget will play a significant role in determining the type and number of poultry you can sustainably raise. Let's start with space. Different poultry have different space requirements. Ducks, for instance, not only need room to roam, but also access to water for swimming. Turkeys, on the other hand, require ample space to prevent disease spread. It's important to assess if your land can accommodate these needs. Next, consider your existing infrastructure. Do you have a poultry house or do you need to build one? What about fencing to keep predators out? Remember, each type of poultry has unique housing needs. Ducks prefer ground-level housing while chickens need roosts. Don't forget about the climate. Certain poultry breeds fare better in specific climates. For instance, if you live in a colder region, you might want to consider breeds like the Peking duck, which is known for its hardiness in cooler temperatures. Now let's talk money. Starting a poultry project isn't free. There are upfront costs such as purchasing the birds, building or modifying housing, and buying necessary supplies like feeders and waterers. There are also ongoing costs like feed and healthcare. Be honest about your budget. It's better to start small and grow as your resources allow than to overextend yourself and risk the well-being of your birds. Lastly, consider the time and effort you're able to commit. Raising poultry requires regular feeding, cleaning, and health checks. Make sure you're ready to roll up your sleeves and put in the work. In conclusion, the key to successful poultry raising is realistic expectations and thorough preparation. By assessing your resources, you can select the poultry that best fit your homestead's capacity and your personal goals. With a clear understanding of your resources, you're one step closer to expanding your homestead's poultry population. Now that you have a clear idea of what you want and what you can handle, it's time to prepare the poultry area. This is a critical step in establishing a successful poultry farm on your homestead. The area you create for your poultry should be carefully designed and prepared to meet their specific needs. It's not just about having a space for them to roam around in, it's about creating a safe and comfortable environment where they can thrive. Let's start with fencing. This is essential to protect your poultry from predators. Depending on the type of poultry you plan to raise, you'll need to consider the height and strength of the fence. For example, turkeys and chickens may require a higher fence to prevent them from flying out, while ducks and quails might not need as high a barrier. Predator protection goes beyond just fencing. You might need to consider installing a secure top on your poultry area, especially if predatory birds are a concern in your region. Also, remember to secure the bottom of the fence to prevent digging predators from gaining access. Next, think about access to food and water. Your poultry should have easy access to their feed and fresh water at all times. Depending on the size of your flock, you may need multiple feeders and waterers. Also, ensure these are placed in a way that minimizes the risk of contamination. Proper ventilation is crucial to prevent respiratory diseases. If you're using a coop, ensure it's well ventilated but also capable of keeping out drafts in colder weather. For outdoor areas, natural ventilation should suffice. Lastly, consider drainage. A well-drained area will help keep your poultry clean and healthy. Standing water can lead to a host of problems, including the growth of harmful bacteria and parasites. Remember, each type of poultry will have its own unique requirements. So, tailor your poultry area to the specific needs of the birds you plan to raise. A well-prepared poultry area sets the stage for a successful poultry farming experience. So take your time, plan carefully, and create a space that your poultry will be happy to call home. With the preparations in place, it's time to welcome your new poultry to their new home. The journey begins with sourcing your chosen poultry. Whether it's ducks, turkeys, or quails, it's crucial to acquire them from reputable breeders or hatcheries. This ensures you're getting healthy birds free from diseases. It's always a good idea to ask questions about the bird's health history, diet, and care. Once you've brought your poultry home, it's time for introductions. Remember, this is a new environment for them and it can be a bit overwhelming, so it's important to introduce them gradually. Start by placing them in a contained area within their new home. This allows them to become familiar with their surroundings without feeling overwhelmed. As they settle in, ensure they have access to appropriate feed and water. Different types of poultry have different dietary requirements, so make sure you're providing the right nutrition for your birds. In these early days, it's also crucial to monitor their behavior closely. Are they eating and drinking? Are they exploring their new surroundings? These are all good signs that your birds are adjusting well. During this initial period, you'll also want to pay close attention to their health. Look for any signs of distress or illness such as changes in behavior, loss of appetite, or unusual droppings. If you notice anything out of the ordinary, it's best to consult with a vet or an experienced poultry keeper. Lastly, keep in mind that each bird is unique and will adjust at its own pace. Some might take to their new home right away, while others might need a bit more time. That's perfectly okay. This phase of introducing new poultry to your homestead can be as exciting as it is challenging. It's a time of learning and adjusting both for you and your poultry. But with careful observation and a bit of patience, you'll soon have a flock of happy, healthy birds thriving in their new home. Remember, patience is key during this period of adjustment. Raising poultry is not a set-and-forget task. Consistent monitoring and maintenance are key. Just as every living creature requires care and attention, so too does your flock of poultry. This is where the real work begins. But don't worry, it's also where the rewards start to become apparent. One of the key elements of poultry care is regular health checks. These checks are vital to ensure that your birds are in good shape and free from any potential health issues. Look out for any changes in their behavior, such as reduced appetite, lethargy, or unusual vocalizations. These could be indicators of illness or distress. If you notice any of these signs, it's important to act promptly. Consult a vet or a knowledgeable poultry keeper for guidance. Proper nutrition is another essential aspect of poultry care. A well-balanced diet is crucial for the overall health and productivity of your birds. Different types of poultry have different dietary requirements, so it's important to do your research and provide the right feed for each species. Remember, what goes into your birds comes out in the form of eggs or meat, so quality feed is a must. Next, let's talk about maintaining a clean living environment for your poultry. Cleanliness is not only important for the health of your birds, but also for the quality of their produce. Regularly clean out their coop or housing area to prevent the buildup of waste and to keep parasites at bay. Make sure their living area is well ventilated and dry, as damp conditions can lead to health problems. In short, caring for your poultry requires time, effort, and dedication. But remember, the benefits you reap will be well worth the effort. Fresh eggs, healthy meat, and the joy of caring for these wonderful creatures are just a few of the rewards awaiting you. With consistent care, your poultry will thrive and reward you with their bounty. So whether you're raising ducks, turkeys, or quails, give them the love and care they deserve, and they'll repay you with their countless benefits. So you've done the hard work, and now it's time to reap the rewards. The joy of raising diverse poultry extends far beyond the fresh eggs in your kitchen every morning, although that is undeniably a wonderful perk. The companionship of these feathered friends, their amusing antics and soft cooing sounds, add a whole new dimension of life to your homestead. But it's not just about the eggs and the companionship. By introducing a variety of poultry to your homestead, you're contributing to a sustainable lifestyle. You're reducing your carbon footprint, promoting biodiversity, and practicing self-sufficiency. These little creatures, with their gentle clucking and pecking, are helping to keep your homestead lively and vibrant. They're part of a cycle, a rhythm of life that is as old as time itself. Raising diverse poultry is not just about the tangible benefits, but also about the joy and fulfillment it brings. It's about being a part of something bigger, something meaningful. Enjoy every moment of it. Raising diverse types of poultry on your homestead can be a rewarding and enriching experience. As we've journeyed through this video, we've discovered the vast array of poultry options that extend far beyond chickens. Ducks, turkeys, and quails, each with their unique benefits and challenges, can add a vibrant mix to your homestead. Remember, the first step is research. Understanding each poultry breed, their space requirements, climate suitability, and purpose, be it for meat, eggs, or both, will guide your decision-making process. It's about knowing what suits your homestead and aligns with your goals. Assessing your homestead's resources comes next. Be realistic about what you can afford in terms of space, infrastructure, and budget. This will help you determine if you have enough land for the additional poultry and if your existing facilities can accommodate them. Planning and preparing the poultry area is vital. It's about creating a suitable environment that caters to your chosen poultry's specific needs. Fencing, predator protection, and access to food and water are key considerations. You want to create a space that's safe, well-ventilated, and well-drained. Acquiring and introducing the poultry is an exciting step. Remember, sourcing from reputable breeders or hatcheries is crucial to ensure the health of your new feathered friends. Be patient and allow them time to adjust to their new environment. Monitoring and maintaining your poultry's health and well-being is an ongoing task. Providing proper nutrition, clean water, and a clean living environment will go a long way in ensuring the health and productivity of your poultry. And finally, enjoying the benefits. Fresh eggs, companionship, and the satisfaction of leading a sustainable and self-sufficient lifestyle are just some of the rewards that await you. In conclusion, the world of poultry farming extends far beyond chickens. By researching, planning, and providing proper care, you can successfully raise a variety of poultry breeds and enjoy the richness they bring to your homestead. So why not give it a try? Share your experiences and let's learn together. Thank you for joining us on this journey into diverse poultry farming. Happy homesteading!